excited about the return to the classroom, but luckily we have our incredibly talented associate producer, Callie Lindsay, and she has her lovely friend Ivy here with us today. They're both going to teach all of us some great back-to-school crafts. And before we even begin, I have to say, I in particular, I really appreciate your choice of paper.
We did make our own funnels with some KTVB paper. So.
Yes, I love the subliminal branding here. This is great. All right, so what are we making today, Callie?
So we are gonna make these cute little stress balls. So Ivy is gonna actually show us how to do this. You know, summer's almost over. You're gonna be going back to school. There's still some time for some fun summer kids crafts though. So Ivy, why don't you take it away and tell us what we need for this craft?
All right, we'll need the balloons, and we'll need some pipe cleaners, and then flour or the cornstarch, and then a spoon for those two, and scissors, and the funnel.
Which we homemade.
Yes, homemade funnel, I like it.
And then just a marker.
Okay, a Sharpie marker.
And for the funnel, I would advise making sure that you have a pretty big hole on the bottom,
yes.
or your flour will get stuck. So that is
Yes.
some advice. But all right, Ivy, what's our first step?
All right, so first we're going to choose a color balloon.
Okay, which one do I want?
I like purple. Purple's one of my favorites. Okay, so I got my balloon. Now what?
All right, so we're just kind of blow it up so it's like not like inside itself.
Okay, so you want a little inflation there?
Make sure
Yeah,
it's, you know.
just like that.
Oh, okay, so you want it to just be slightly open.
Yeah.
You don't want it to be all mushed. Got it. All right, and then?
All right, then we're going to take the funnel and we're gonna put it over there.
You take your balloon and wrap it around the base of the funnel here?
Yeah.
Like that? Okay. Hey, nice funnel making. This is good. Okay.
All right, then we're gonna just take our spoon and kind of
Just
get
start
some of it.
filling up.
All right, so you just start filling this. And is there a preference between flour versus cornstarch? Does one have a benefit over the other at all?
So the cornstarch feels a little bit different.
Okay.
It gives it a little bit of a different feel, but they both will have the same effect in that it'll be nice and just a squishy, fun little.
It'll be a nice little tactile experience. And I do have to say, be careful though, because I almost literally just like dumped a bunch of flour up on my face. It was almost a really good YouTube moment. I squeezed the balloon, which forces the air that you just put in there back up, and I almost puffed it right back up.
Yeah.
I kind of wish it would have happened, so you could have seen the excitement and surprise of me being completely smacked with flour in the face. All right, so then you do, how much of this do you fill?
Well, you're just gonna like fill it to like right there, so it's not in this like straight part, but it's just in the like round part.
In the base.
Okay, so the bottom is the goal is to fill the base of the balloon.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
And then Callie, what's the? I mean, as a parent with this craft, I'm seeing a lot of benefits for kids who might have a little anxiety heading back into the classroom. You know, some kids just get a little nervous about going back to school. Anxious about, you know, who's going to be in my class, will I like my teacher? When you have what I call these little stress balls, actually,
Yes.
homemade stress balls, right?
Yep.
So then they can play with these at home, get a little anxiety out, and maybe even put it in the bag, the back to school bag on the way back to the classroom.
Absolutely.
For a little opportunity to just kind of get comfortable and confident.
All right, Ivy. So I got mine filled where I want it to be. So what's my next step? What am I going to do here?
All right, so
Is it decoration time?
I like that. Yeah, so then you can personalize, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's
Make
do
it
that.
any kind of thing you want. I really love Ivy here. This was her test run, and she made a little ponytail with hers.
Oh, that's adorable.
So she did the two different colors, and it's got, you know, the little hair tie and the little ponytail.
My goodness.
So that's
well-
perfect. Mine was a little crazy. I did mine in Idaho-today colors, however.
Oh, very
And also
nice.
tried
Thank
to
you, Callie.
match myself a little bit. You know, it's got the blue and the purple hair.
I do see a little resemblance. Do you see that as well, Ivy? Yeah, that looks like a little baby Callie. Both of you, thank you so much. Greatly appreciate you bringing this here on the show. I think this is going to help some of those little kiddos feel a little more confident heading into the classroom. And speaking of heading back into the classroom, make sure you keep it here on idaho-today for next Wednesday. That's August 10th, because we're actually going to have a back to school special so we can all better prepare for that return to the school room. All right, everybody, we'll be right back. Stick around. I'm going to finish this.